Birmingham, Alabama. Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing in the big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Duke's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's all the way down
touchdown physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wide out, time to get it in. Then into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down.
It's so hard to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Grabbed in the middle, it's King. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up. And that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a crease. It's Moore. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered, pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
It'll It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
These slot receivers are being featured and highlighted in every great offense in college football. You find guys with that kind of speed, and now you isolate them on safeties, on linebackers, and big plays follow.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get caught.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's hot. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. It's a running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snags a quick pass on the left.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. When plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the inside. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. Jumped on top of the pile. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alston. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They march 72 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off-play action on first down. Working the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on first down from the 30. The give from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off-play action. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they took a hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The give to the tailback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Caught over the middle, it's King. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Grab near the marker is Simmons. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alston. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the three. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal.
defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the sweet feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And as he throws, he's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. All out of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Duke. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I'm better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football, and I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give it to him again. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense got him at the 27.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That's caught. It's Brown. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.